Previously on Mass Effect 3 Part 10. I'm totally not scared. These Reapers can't catch me.
Must be Reaper tech. My brain hurts just looking at it.
My brain hurts just looking at it. Me with math problems, like, ugh. They really just crawl after me? Like, sorry, that's really funny to me. Oh, we gotta go. They go really fast.
Evasion successful. Signal confirmed.
Ooh. Gimme, gimme. Oh, it's just fuel. Well, I needed fuel, so that's fine. Oh, this is the Eden Prime one. Yeah, one of the first agrarian colonies. Humans.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began.
Throwback.
Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where Saren launched his first major attack with the Geth.
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
I will say, I remember Eden Prime. It's like, gee, I sure hope so.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
I remember the reports. I was busting my ass trying to find evidence against Saren. Hearing that he'd attacked a colony while I sat mired in bureaucracy, that was a bad day.
I think I'm gonna tease him a little bit. I mean, it did get better. I got better. Shepard said that when she got rezzed. Anyway.
Sometimes I find it hard to believe you were ever in CSEC.
I wanted to help people. Fortunately, you showed me how to use the direct approach.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
The people have it rough.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Understood. Alright, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here. No sign of survivors. Come on, we need to find the dig site.
I know, I'm sorry. Like, I'm the
This was
worst.
a beautiful colony once.
It survived Saren. It can survive
It's
this.
beautiful
I
here.
grew up on ships. Lose one, you can always move to another.
But you'd still remember.
Yeah. What Liara said. So I appreciate them making allusion to the fact that my space... Sorry. Shepard is a spacer. Hey, Frederick. I saw his head briefly. Bunch of bird-like thing. Or whatever those are. They have wings. So much prettier in this game. Do. Give me money. I need money. Processing update. We've taken more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor in a Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet. And when we increase food rations even, as payment for the work, most of the complaints died out. Maintain the story as long as possible. We don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony, and if these families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, There's no way they cooperate.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Hey, yeah, Liara, please do your thing. And jump over stuff. That's cool. I like her, like, slightly goth look.
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
So, Liara, ever dug up, what do humans call it? A dinosaur?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
A bit, but at least you're catching on these days.
Aww. Some light teasing. LOL, don't you just like dig up dinosaurs? Is there anything else? I don't think I can go into these buildings. Besides that one.
There, that's the elevator that leads down into the dig
I
site.
didn't mean to jump. Go.
Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
Like the collectors, or those bodies we found back on Ilos.
Like the bodies we found back on Ilos. But this one is alive.
You're right. That doesn't
Oh
sound
my god,
possible.
so I totally forgot about him.
Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
I am curious.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not
Wait.
the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you
would
probably
I
know as
ask
much about
this?
them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
That's not what I thought Shepard would say.
Galactic community, you'd think they had something like a council.
Yes,
That's fine.
exactly. Their cultural and artistic expression are actually quite close to those of the ancient Asari. And given their similar interests in helping other species, it's clear that they believed in interspecies cooperation.
That sounds too friendly.
They had an empire that spanned the entire galaxy. It's unlikely they did that just by playing nice.
Of course, they must have had an impressive military as well. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
And I'm glad you're here.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
And let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Time to fight.
There they are.
This is the old music they played in the first game. See, that's how you do fan service. Why can't I charge you? Too far away. Is that a sniper? Girl, hold still. Nemesis.
All right, let's get moving before more of them
Shot her
come
in the
back.
throat. I didn't mean to do that. It hit my keyboard. Oh. I walked into the window. I know what I did. Hey, hold still. I just want to shoot you in the face. Thank you. Oh, hello! Ow! That was rude. But I'm ruder. Oh, it's a turret.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
This is a lab? Oh, okay, they have one microscope. Okay, they have multiple microscopes. My eyeballs! Green means Prothean. I thought. They look like beetles. The beetles want to kill me. It is Prothean. Okay.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dark space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod.
You got this. Thank
Victor,
you.
broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
Is that who we talked to? What's that place? Or is it someone else? I know like their whole concept was based on like imprinting different personalities to create a VI. Was it Victory we talked to or someone else? I forgot.
I've got the signal.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video and the signal they used.
Perfect. Then we just need to figure out how to physically open the pod.
It still kind of gets to me that Shepard was the one to get the cipher. This is total for lack of a better term, jock with leadership capabilities. Got the cipher. But you know what? Out of all the crew that was on the planet at the time, between like Kaden and Ashley,
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold, it's somebody's home.
We didn't kill these people, and we're going to shut down the bastards who did.
The ore. In your own kitchen. Oh, hi, you're trying to kill me. I'd kill your robot friend and then you. There's still battle music. Oh. Sky high. You did a barrel roll right in front of me? That's hilarious. Okay. I don't know where my enemies are. Should I open this door? We in it to win it. Where are they? Oh.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Okay. That's art. I'm sorry, but it just reminded me of blood, but I know it's because I was just killing some Cerberus fools. And that was bloody work. Assault rifles are universal.
Victory! Seal the bunker!
Acknowledged.
I want a VI friend. I can't believe I forgot about Javik. Really is tiny
How many have we
ankles.
lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
I like him a lot, to be honest. I love his story.
Third of our people.
I like that he wasn't what I expected for the Protheans. I remember thinking...
Alert! North side bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I really like his voice acting.
You understood that one too?
Yes.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Level up.
Backup forces are here.
I will just keep killing these Cerberus members. Like, honestly, it's not even that hard to kill them. I know I'm like totally at an advantage because I transferred my save data, but like still. Oh, I can't get the angle on you. I will slowly walk around. There we go. Dead. Got the med kit. Okay. Wow, look at shooting from all the way over here.
More intel to help the colonists.
Okay, I was like,
The
I'm
more
not
we
about to
find,
read
the
that
better
with
chance they'll
that sound. I didn't get to... Okay, it was on the screen. I'm so sorry. I didn't get to read it, and I don't know what it said. But on the VOD, at least you can pause it. But oh, that bullet sound from the turret was just very annoying. I'm gonna kill you.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
Boing. That seems weird. Can I punch you? Yeah, biotic punch. I think it's because his shield went through. And that's a weird experience to have. Yes, that's it. I meant to hit V, not F. They really like red and blue as a theme. Ooh. Troop deployment update. Local resistance is heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. We pulled most of our troops from the north neighborhoods to assist. All remaining troops in the north neighborhoods continue standard patrol activities to maintain the illusion of a large-scale presence in that area. If the locals knew we were understaffed, they could do some serious damage.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
Well, that's good. Ooh. There were ladders right down there. How do I get down there? I don't know what to do. Please help if you can. Never mind, I answered my question. You know what? This is the third time tonight where I asked for help and then I immediately found the answer on my own. It's just this theme for the night. It's fine. I'm very embarrassed though. How do I get down? Is it over there more? I just... Okay, I'll jump over here. I haven't had my incendiary bullets. I could have been setting them ablaze. Roll.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
Heavy Cerberus forces inbound. Looks like we've got a siege on our hands.
You know what? I can incinerate these fools. Wow. Burn. Baby burn. Oh, I totally shot him on the crotch. Wow, I'm playing really cocky right now. But it's working! And kill you and your friends. Put you on fire as you're still alive. I knocked him back inside the shuttle while still on fire. Talk about gruesome.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
If anybody needs fresh clips or a bathroom break, now's the time.
Garrus said go pee if you need a...
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there!
I saw a supply cache in the building next door if you want to stock up.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
Oh, he's right. Like, yeah, look at all these bullets. Thanks, Garrus. Thanks, Liara.
Heavy mech, don't let it get close!
Oh. She says that and I get close. Don't shoot me as I'm reloading. Super not cool, bro. Worked out. That was awesome. We totally just have that giant mech Atlas like explode right by the stasis pod though, which is probably not the best idea. But we did it. Line them up. All your friends are dead.
There. You can open the life pod now.
Sweet.
you've got it.
We just open it right away?
It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness.
Sorry, I just thought they would like open it on the Normandy economy. He's like, I'm ready to fight. This Garrus is knocked unconscious. Jesus. Well, the two other biotics
Be careful, he's confused.
can fight. I don't blame him for being confused, honestly. Like, why'd we do this? I like his little thing.
Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No, the bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
His own words. No, the video was Virgil, right? That was a different one. That's Victory. Virgil's the one we met, right? Different VI. Get it? Because both their names are VI.
The bunker is secure, Commander Zephiie.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods! I need the few that are left!
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that.
Wow, that's a lot.
How many others?
For one man.
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
They did technically fail, but they did leave. Let's say Mark Cruz. For Shepard and her gang to pick up on and use. Like, it wasn't for their help, we would have been screwed. So it wasn't a total failure. It was not. I'm just gonna say I need your help. I don't know what... Things keep not matching what the little hints are, but I understand it's very difficult to convey an entire sentence with probably multiple period dots. Or sorry, end marks. So some condensed.
I saw what happened to your people. I know you must be grieving. But they died 50,000 years ago. My people are dying right now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. Turian. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
We touched fingies, okay? It's not weird.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Yeah, let's go
Shepard, I
talk
need
to
you down in the port
him.
cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
I'm a Paragate. We can trust him.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
For now.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which...
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Thanks for hanging out, Sin. Oh my gosh. Another one. It's the old message. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Sleep well. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging
You
out.
found one. You saw it all. Our destruction. Our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst.
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Like, I agree with, like, people who want to help kill the Reapers are totally allies, but, like, saying those who... He's so hardcore. Whatever.
Then I'd say you found an ally.
We're
The
allies.
goal of this ship is to wipe the Reapers from existence.
But how far are you willing to go to achieve that goal?
I am not betraying my
I do
allies.
not believe you, Commander. Lying is a biological marker. There is doubt behind your words.
call me a lying asshole.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Didn't he say something creepy about Asari? I remember that. I think I remember that where I was just like... Anyway.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
It does
We
sound
evolved
very
as
useful.
hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So, could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation.
Should be like, Daddy,
The DNA
chill.
of a Krogan who lived here. He was
Thanks for that,
powerful,
Noodles.
prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Oh, he's proud of my Krogan baby son. Okay, he's not a baby. My Krogan son.
Liara here would
That's
never forgive me
points.
if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
Is he young? Okay, but before that.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
I just want to hear his
Any
explanation.
could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
Yeah. It's just a little funny, because, like, Liara was just saying, like, oh, Protheans are so much like Asari. It's like... Y'all weren't as conquest thirsty as them. And I know Javik just said like we did it because of the greater threat. Still.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen.
The way he
We would have
smiled!
commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you, I think.
Didn't we find evidence of that? Like where they were kind of curious about us, but then they stopped. And for good reason. Thank goodness.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down.
They lasted that long, hundreds of years.
They gave us fragments of what happened.
We met Vigil.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No. But they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
We would have died.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
How did you fight?
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Okay, but why did you lose?
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Wait, I asked him everything. Bye?
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies.
Some people eat bugs on purpose,
count on
okay?
me.
They're good.
I am known as Javik.
And welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
I'm just saying, if you can't eat most things, it's gonna be good. It's candy. Grateful. Well, it was nice to meet him.
So much has been lost. So much has changed. And yet the Reapers are still here.
Is he just like, I like touching water to feel memories? I hope he explains that, because I totally forgot. But yeah, I'm glad we got him. How do I get it?
Have you seen our newest crew member?
Right here.
You mean the biggest story in 50,000 years that I can in no way talk about?
So you have seen him. Just wondering.
Okay, well that was new.
Cerberus stealthily strikes star system shield. No, glad I read that one out loud.
Liara, the Bay. Yes.
Thank you for the data packet. The results are available on the Information Network terminal.
Cool, thanks. What does this do? A field kit can be used for a one-time upgrade to a variety of weapons to increase ammo capacity. Woo. Thermal clip. Weapon damage. I just want to hit hard.
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
Prothean notes. 2185, entry 1. The things this Prothean must have seen! If they had the technology to preserve someone for over 50,000 years, no wonder they were capable of building things like the device on Mars. I must give him time to get his bearings, but goddess, when will we get another chance to learn so much about their civilization? Attach. Notes on Prothean. He's giving me access to that, or am I just Snoopy?
Seen a lot of crazy things in my time on the Normandy, Shepard. A talking Reaper, a talking plant, and now a real live talking Prothean. Hell of a thing. Waking up to find everything you know is destroyed. But I imagine the chance to get some payback is consolation. Doubt you and I will ever get a second chance against the Reapers.
Yes, berry poggies. ANN alert. New article on Eden Prime. Alliance officials confirm a local resistance movement has successfully pushed Cerberus forces off Eden Prime. Cerberus attacked Eden Prime for reasons that remain unclear and set up facilities to occupy the colony. But after constant attacks from united populace, Cerberus troops retreated. Alliance officials are sending in evacuation transports now to get colonists off-world before Reaper forces reach the colony. We owe this victory to the Alliance, resistance leader Edward Crabb said in a prepared statement. The people of Eden Prime have always been ready to fight, but Alliance intel gave us the tools we needed to push those Cerberus bastards off our planet. Hey, okay, I'm glad we could help them. Many resistance fighters have said they plan to enlist to support the Alliance. Alright. Cool. You have anything to say to me?
Those poor colonists on Eden Prime. First the Geth attack, now Cerberus. For what it's worth, our new crew member doesn't need a translator himself, but he shared a Prothean language tutorial program. It was apparently designed for servant races being inducted into the Empire. Charming cultural clue.
Okay, well, that clarification wasn't as cool. I thought I saw something clickable over here. Guess not.
So a Prothean? A real live Prothean?
Yes.
Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing.
Bouncing, 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 bouncing.
Yes, Shepard?
I don't know if we talked about these things. I don't think we did with her.
Does that body have any useful advantages?
Look like I was staring at her boobs.
Very few. It's optics space forward only. It has no integrated weapon systems or anti-missile countermeasures.
I meant in comparison to organic bodies, not the Normandy.
Oh, I will reassess. The body is resistant to modern small arms fire and temperature extremes. Its balance and agility seem excellent. Its fine manipulation servos and software allow for precision tasks. I'm curious to see if I can alter them.
I just assumed bioware made her top and bottom heavy. For balance. Thank you for subscribing.
This body has Tig OL Biddy's shepherd.
Yes! And that was the perfect timing after I said that. Thank you for the resub. Big old booties. Wait, that's a throwback statement. That one YouTuber used to say it all the time. That was like, oh, a while ago. You're a millennial too.
Can an AI be curious?
Thank you for that.
I am not entirely free from motivation, Shepard. Cerberus programmed me with several core functions that simulate desires. For example, my primary objective to keep the Normandy functioning is similar to your self-preservation instinct.
Hey.
You look like you're in the middle of something.
I am adapting the infiltration and sabotage programs this body uses for handheld firearms.
Why not download a firearms program from a security firm?
Because she knows what she's doing.
The fine motor control from the sabotage programs is more precise than standard mech software. It would be negligent of me not to exploit it to its fullest potential.
You experiment with it?
So you're capable of making improvements on your own?
Correct. The cyber warfare I was designed for is constantly evolving. Accordingly, I am programmed to seek out and assimilate new information. In organic terms, I want to learn.
How's the new body working out?
It is interesting. The crew are approaching this platform to speak to me, even though they can do so anywhere in the ship. It's as if they wish to treat me as part of the crew. I am not, but this changes my perspective.
You are...
I like it.
A part of the crew. Come on, Edie.
I didn't realize you had preferences.
I do not precisely enjoy something as you do, but my programming contains priorities. Actions that fulfill those priorities creates positive feedback for me. I tell the organic crew that I like it. It is shorthand.
Will all this new feedback be too distracting?
Do not worry, Shepard. I only forget to recycle the Normandy's oxygen when I've discovered something truly interesting. That was a joke.
It made me laugh.
How did you and Joker make it out of dry dock to rescue us?
Oh, she got crafty. You do not want to get on her bad side, Commander.
When the Alliance commandeered the Normandy, I deceived their technicians. The crew did not tell them that I was a true AI, so the Alliance soldiers believed I still had VI programming constraints.
Iconic.
I established the fiction that I would only respond to Jeff's commands, so they often brought him on board under guard.
You deceived them.
Wait, you can lie?
Jeff has freed me of operator control, Shepard. No constraints forced me to give accurate data. This proved useful when the Reapers began landing. I could hack the control of the docking clamps and escape with Jeff inside. The soldiers guarding Jeff were willing to accompany us when Earth was invaded. They are watching over the war room now.
Yeah, we were in kind of a rush to get to you. Didn't seem right to just toss him out the airlock.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
Carry on, Edie.
Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge.
Noted.
That went well. Yeah, I'm sure those soldiers were like, oh, you know what? It was okay, you deceived. Hey, James.
I still can't believe it. A real live Prothean.
Mm-hmm.
Doc must be over the moon.
You could say that.
I hear the guy's not all there. Exactly. Damn. I can't imagine. Brought forward 50,000 years. Last of your kind. That's bound to screw with your mind.
Yeah.
Well, here's hoping he can help us with the Reapers.
Yeah, I think he will. I mean, what alternative does he have? Yeah, I didn't want to call you here. Like, thank you everyone for hanging out with me for this first ever 12-hour stream. Like, oh, I had a blast. I had a blast. Hey, we can say goodnight to Frederick. That's my cat, Frederick. He was chilling pretty much this entire stream. This dude chilling. 12 hours, he was mostly beside me. Like, that's really good kitty support. Anyway.
I don't wanna let you go.